All right, so we are on target 5C. This is day one, and we are working with word problems, so real world scenario situations. Your learning goal, you only have one. That is, given a real world situation, I can determine the correct equation or inequality. So the hardest part is going to be to figure out which one it is. So there's words to look for, and we'll kind of go through those as we go through these examples. So we have a retailer selling jewelry from a booth at a craft fair. Her space costs her $100 per day, so that's important to note. It's $100, and then that per day is important. Profit from each piece sold is $14. Her goal is to make $2,500, so there's a number that's important, in a 5-day work week. So we want to write an equation that represents how many pieces of jewelry she needs to sell in a week to meet her goal. So she wants to meet her goal, or equal. Okay, so it's not she wants to make at least or less than or anything like that. She wants to meet her goal, which tells us that that is equal. So write that little note to yourself, meet. We're going to say in this scenario is equals. I would put that in a note in your, like a little star note in your notes. Okay, next, we know her profit goal is $2,500, so that's what she needs to make to meet her goal. We know that she makes $14 per piece of jewelry. All right, so you put the variable there because it depends on if she sells 10 pieces, 100 pieces. It's got to be 14 with the variable after that. She has a fixed cost of $100 per day. So since that's per day, we need to throw that 5 out in front because this was in a 5-day work week. So it's actually going to cost her $500, and this profit per piece of jewelry, that's going to be an average daily profit right there. Average number of pieces sold. So all you have to do is set up this equation. It's not terribly difficult. This part's fairly easy. The $100, that's fairly easy. I think this part is one thing that could throw you off, so just be very aware of that, of the wording of the problem, how many days in a work week that this person needs to use, because it may be a 4-day work week for some people. It could be over the course of 2 days. So that number is going to change. All right, example 2. Your sister has $3,000 saved for a vacation. Airplane ticket costs $670, and we want to write an inequality. So that word right there, inequality, tells you that you're writing an inequality. And we want to find out how much she can spend on everything else. So we've done problems like this before. It's just a matter of setting it up. So she can spend less than or equal to the amount that she has, which is $3,000. Okay, X will be the amount of money that's left, so that's what we'd be solving for. And then we have to add in the cost of the plane ticket, because that with the money that's left needs to be $3,000 or less. So a little bit easier than the last one as far as the number of things you have to identify in the problem, but you have this inequality symbol here that could throw you off. So make sure that this 3,000, you can't have more than that. So this has to be opening towards the 3,000. Everything else on the other side has to be less than or equal to that. And then finally, Michael and Scotty went out to dinner. The total cost of the meal, including the tip, came to $223.33. So the combined tip was $53, and each person spent an equal amount. So we need to write an equation to show how much each person paid, not including the tip. So we need to say this is equal to, because it says that they spent an equal amount. Total cost of the meal was $223.33. 2 people paid for the meal, so we're going to have it be 2x, and then we're going to add the $53 tip for both. Okay, because we need to take that into consideration for this amount, because that $223.33 was including the tip. So in order to figure that out, we just have to set it up as 2. Since there's 2 people, we don't know what they spent on their meal or what the cost of the meal was, but it was the same for both. The $53 was the tip for both. So again, it's all about setting up the equation correctly. So those are our 3 examples for today. If you have any questions, you know the people you can go to in class. You can send me a message. You can ask me if you see me, and I will be more than happy to help. You guys have a good one. Take care.